Pro Group Management. Workers' comp that works for you.
This is 7 at 7 from the Las Vegas Review-Journal.
Good morning, everyone. I'm Renee Summerhour. We start off with your top stories brought to you by Nevada Hand's Silver Sky Assisted Living Community. Learn more at nevadahand.org. It's been years in the making. The $25 million training center for the Las Vegas Metro Police Department is complete. Review-Journal's Jen Ah gives us a sneak peek. Jen?
Renee, Las Vegas Police will be moving into the administrative offices of the new 60,000 square foot reality-based training center in the Northeast Valley next week. The training center will help first responders better prepare for threats, such as the 1 October Harvest Festival shooting in 2017. Crews are still finishing up some last-minute touches. The new building will hold administrative offices, classrooms, and simulators for police, fire, and other first responders. A larger indoor tactical training village remains under construction. Officials have requested funding from President Joe Biden's American Rescue Plan, along with $3 million from the federal government to help pay for continued expansion. Renee?
And in more news, 38-year-old Lawrence Ardle, a former Las Vegas Academy of the Arts teacher, pleaded guilty to sexual conduct with a pupil back in November. Now Ardle is sentenced to 30 days in jail and probation, and if he violates probation, he's facing up to 5 years in prison. Police say they received an anonymous tip alleging Ardle had sex with at least one student. He reportedly told police he knew it was wrong for him to go to the student's house and, quote, each time was weird and uncomfortable. And a Las Vegas real estate and business attorney announces her candidacy for Attorney General. Tisha Black shared the news on Twitter, saying that she is fighting to, quote, get Nevada back on track. She is challenging incumbent Aaron Ford, a Democrat. Sigal Chattah is also running for the position as a Republican. And now a battle is brewing at the Nevada-Utah border over the most precious resource in the West, water. The water district that services Cedar City, Utah, wants to pump water from the nearby Pine Valley. That proposal is under federal review, and it has some critics.
Folks in Nevada have some concerns about this because they say that when you pump water from those basins north of Cedar City, basins are interconnected, and it could cause effects in basins that extend into Nevada.
A Utah official says modeling shows that the effects on groundwater basins in Nevada would not be measurable or noticeable. Now to your health news. A community dinner promotes awareness and education for National Black HIV/AIDS Awareness Day. Folks showed up for free dinner at Lolo's Chicken and Waffles, hosted by Silver State Equality, and received free educational materials, at-home HIV tests, and COVID tests.
Unfortunately, HIV impacts the Black community more than any other population. So we want to find a way to have conversations around HIV, talk about prevention, access to care, and living with HIV, and what resources are available to people.
Silver State Equality reports that in 2020, African Americans made up the highest percentage of new HIV diagnosis in Clark County, despite only making up 11% of the population. Now to your weather report, brought to you by Star Nursery, your garden's partner for every blooming thing. Sunny with a high of around 73 degrees is forecasted for your Tuesday. Light winds coming from the northeast. Tonight, mostly clear skies, lows sitting around 45 degrees. For the rest of the week, beautiful conditions with temperatures staying in the mid-70s. Mostly sunny and clear all week long as well. We'll stay in this warming trend until the weekend. Lows also warming up. Evening temperatures staying in the upper 40s. In your business news, sponsored by Bank of Nevada, Bank on Accountability, green energy is becoming a priority here in the Silver State, and we're seeing that in the number of electric vehicle registrations with the Nevada Department of Motor Vehicles. In the last 2 years, these registrations have gone up 133%, going from about 7,300 in 2019 to more than 17,000 in 2021.
The increase in electric vehicles in the state isn't a coincidence. State officials adopted the Clean Cars Nevada Act last year. That's aimed at improving emission standards in Nevada by requiring vehicle manufacturers to offer more electric vehicles.
These registrations still only make up a small percentage of the more than 2 million vehicles in Nevada, so there's still room to grow.
Sports, brought to you by Station Casinos, STN Sports. Download the app today. The USA basketball team that will compete in the FIBA World Cup qualifying tournament in Washington, D.C. was finalized Monday and will feature 3 Las Vegas aces. Kelsey Plum, Chelsea Gray, and De'Erica Hamby all qualified for the 12-member squad. With 3 players on the roster, the Aces have more representation than any other WNBA team. The USA's first game is scheduled for February 11th against Belgium. Sports betting, sponsored by Las Vegas Paiute Tribal Smoke and Cigar Shop. The same bettor that caused Caesars Sportsbook to bump up the Super Bowl line to Rams minus 4.5 over the Bengals after making a $522,500 wager on Los Angeles minus 4 came back for more. When Caesars lowered the line to 4 for a few hours on Saturday, the sharp gambler placed another $522,500 straight bet to win $475,000 on the Rams in Sunday's NFL title game.
In your lifestyle news, over at the Las Vegas Convention Center, the Specialty Food Association's 2022 Winter Fantasy Food Show. There, visitors got a sneak peek at some of what could be hitting the Southern Nevada retail shelves soon. Sweet treats, specialty cheeses, fancy sandwiches, and so much more were there and available for tasting for about 800 different vendors from all over the world. In your entertainment news, sponsored by DiscoverYourNevada.com, brought to you by Travel Nevada, Celine Dion and Adele might not be performing on the Las Vegas Strip right now, but Legends in Concert has the next best thing. Review Journal's John Katzlamides tells us more.
Fans who have held tickets to see Adele at the Coliseum at Caesars Palace or Celine Dion at the Theater at Resorts World Las Vegas can get into legendary divas for free at the Tropicana. This is the new Legends in Concert show, all-female artists. Adele is portrayed by Janae Longo and Celine by Elisa Fur in this show. Through September 5th, if you can prove that you tried to book Adele or Celine, you are getting into that show for free. Catch Lisa McLaury as Cher and Tierney Allen as Lady Gaga in the current cast.
Thank you for watching 7 at 7 a.m. I'm Renee Summerhour. If you have an Amazon Fire TV, just search Review Journal to download our channel. Watch Las Vegas breaking news streaming live on your OTT device. And if you're watching 7 at 7 on YouTube, don't forget to give us a like and hit that subscribe button down below. We'll see you here later today for 7 at 7 p.m. from the Las Vegas Review Journal. Have a great day.
Review Journal Studio, sponsored by Adam Kuttner. Get the maximum settlement as quickly as possible. This 7 at 7 update, sponsored by Pro Group Management. You're watching 7 at 7 from the Las Vegas Review Journal.